Hi guys! Today I want to show you my stylized waterfall shader. It has a lot of features like edge foam, refraction, depth tinting, and support for interactive particles and planar reflections. There's a link to the files in the description. Now I won't be writing the shader like in the previous video because it's just a bit too much, but I will go over the basics of how it works. Let's go over the steps that make up this effect. To figure out where the top and sides of the waterfall are, start with the world normals. As you can see, when rotating, the normals stay relative to the world orientation. Next, add in a noise texture that is projected in world space, with the sides stretched for that falling water illusion. In world space, the model UVs aren't used, instead the texture is set over the world position. Add time to the world positions to get the water flowing. If we now get the dot product of the normals with noise and the vector pointing up, the result is white on top, fading into black at the bottom. Using a function called step, we can cut off anything below 0.5. Multiplying this with another step function, this time reversed and with a bigger value, you can sort of see a foam edge on the sides of the waterfall, but only on certain angles. That was the basic setup for the foam/shine on the sides. If you just add some color, it already looks like a very cartoony waterfall. On to the next part. Here we have the scene depth. As you can see, it goes from dark near the surface to lighter in the deeper parts. For an edge foam effect, we need this value to be inverted and then cut off with a step function. Add the noise from before to the depth for a nicer result. For the water tint, we're going to use the seam depth again. This time lerping two colors over the depth value. For refraction, we add an extra pass to the shader, a grab pass, that takes the camera view and projects it over the screen coordinates. It looks like it's just transparent now, but if you add the noise to the screen position, you get a nice distorted effect under the water. For the interactivity, I have a full text tutorial linked below on how it's set up, but very quickly, you add some colored particles under your moving character. These particles are on a special layer that only gets rendered by an orthographic camera that follows you around. This camera view is rendered to a texture that is used by the shader. Finally, the planar reflection is based on the old standard assets package by Unity. I just added the relevant part to this shader. I hope you like this effect. I'm just showing off a few different settings here, and thanks for watching. If you want to see more tutorials, I have a website where all of them are listed, and there are a lot of them by now. The link is in the description, so be sure to check it out.